What's going on, Star Citizen fans? It's your boy Raptor Spiritus, and I am back with another one that is definitely a spur of the moment thing. So I just kind of was thinking about it, and I don't think I've ever made one of these videos talking about starter ships. So as we all know, and most of us veterans who've actually been through there have all started somewhere, probably with one of these ships. So I want to make a quick video about it, and maybe it will help out someone who's thinking about getting into Star Citizen themselves and wondering where to start. You know, especially if you don't want to drop mad cash on some big ship off the rip. You just kind of want to learn the reins a little bit and just kind of experience a little bit of everything. So I'm making this video. I'm going to go over them, and maybe hopefully it'll help you decide to choose something that's good for you if you decide to want to play Star Citizen on full time. So if you are a veteran out there, please definitely drop your comments below about what you think about the ships. Maybe you put your own little experience in it, and maybe it'll help somebody actually decide what ship to start off with in the game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So first off, as you can see, I'm starting out with the 135C. Now, you might ask, why is that? So for the 135C, the biggest reason is because it starts off with 6 SCU of cargo, and it has a decent living space in it. Now, when it comes to the 135, really and truly, it probably is the best out of the variants, because there's the regular 100, I think there's a 125, but the C has a 6 SU of cargo. Now with the implementation of more hauling missions, now that they have sizes, like they have small sizes, you know, for hauling, which are around that 6 SCU size, or maybe even smaller, maybe a 3, but you can actually get in there and actually start making some cash in the verse really well with this. It's a fast ship, it's pretty agile. It comes standard with 2 size 3 guns on it, and it has 1x2 size 3 missiles. So obviously, as we all talked about, it is a beginner ship. This is not something for you to go out and start doing crazy stuff with, but you can hold your own with it. Like I said, they offer 2 other variants with it. I personally would start with this one just because if you're learning how to play Star Citizen, jumping straight into combat is good, but it's not something you want to rely on for making money. And with the new hauling improvements they've made, you have way more opportunity to make some quick cash without so much damage or peril to get into to do so. So this is one of the ones I would start out with. And then of course, it is super stylish. I mean, look at this thing. I didn't start with this ship. Actually, I'm not even sure if it was available when I started, but either way, this is a cool ship. The interior is really nice, and again, I'm all about aesthetics. And then of course, it offers that cool cargo drop down to store cargo in it. So again, this is what I would definitely consider as a really good starter ship. So moving right along, we go down to the classic Aurora. Now, with the Aurora, this is definitely not my favorite ship. Now, this is definitely something that a lot of other people in Star Citizen really loved, and they definitely, it's like something with, I think it's something from another game. I can't remember. I know I'm drawing a blank. Don't come for me. But they really like this ship, and I honestly do not understand why. It is definitely not one of my favorite ships. Definitely not the prettiest ship. I've flown it. It's not super great. Again, I decided to bring the CL as a viable start, as it has, again, as well, 6 SEU of cargo. It also has 2x size 1 weapons, which it looks like it has 4 all total. I mean, a size 1, you're not going to do too much damage. Again, it's not made for that, but it has a 6 SEU. It has a small living space on the inside of it. I'm not sure if this has a photo of it. I don't think it does. No, but it had, like, in this area, it's like basically there's a bed that goes to the back, and that's about it. It's very minimal, very, you know, you can log out if you need to in it. It is definitely not my favorite. I do not like this ship, but to each his own. You might find that this might work for you in some fashion. I don't know. But for me, it is definitely a no-go. I would not start with this ship. If it was the last ship on Earth, I would just walk through space. That is just my personal opinion. Don't come for me. All right. And then now we have the next one on the list, which is the 300i. Now, I'm pretty sure the 300, like the 100, has a it probably has a different variant of it. No. Don't mind me as I'm lurking through. As I told you, this was very impromptu, so leave me be. Where is it? Did I pass it? Am I bugging? I thought I saw the 300 somewhere. This is crazy. Oh, it's right there. Don't, like I said, always got problems. But anywho, so we have the 300, and we have a couple other ones. We have the P, the A. The A, I do believe, is combat. The R is for racing. The P, I'm not too sure what the difference is with this one, but let's see. Between that and the 300. 12 SU of cargo. This one is exploration. Versus this is multi-purpose luxury, 8 SU of cargo. So obviously, as I think that, again, cargo is probably one of the best things to get into because you have a lot more that you can do, and you can have a better way of making money with hauling. This is the version of the 300 that I would choose. And as we see, it has 2 times size 3. Size 3s are pretty decent. You can actually probably do maybe small bounties with these 2 size 3s, which is just fighting other small ships. And you have 12 SU of cargo. This is good money right here. There's plenty of things that will pay you out good money for 12 SU of cargo. And again, it's a nimble ship. And with these ships, if I'm not mistaken, these were the ones that were customizable from when you buy the ship. So let me go to this one. Let's see if it has. Of course, there's nothing, obviously. But I swore there was a... Yep, so you can customize it. So if you go here, you can choose how your 300 is going to look. It's crazy. I think this is probably one of the coolest things that CIG has done for any of their ships, making it customizable, giving it different paints outside of the regular paints that you can buy for it to be just stock. It gives you materials inside the cockpit. Wood? Come on, yo. Gloss red. Like, that's so cool. And then you get premium upgrades. Of course, it's going to cost you money. Obviously, you see the number changes. Standard cockpit, and then you have a sportier cockpit, brings it up another $1. Standard chair, sports chair, brings it up with a couple more dollars. Material, leather. I mean, this ship is definitely for the people that love to make it personal and fly around. Like if you're into cars, and you would definitely love this 300 because you can literally customize it as you see fit to make it your own with your own materials and everything else. They even have bedding sheets. They have the whatever this gray is. They have this one. They have that one with the little origin on it. They got it in white. They got this one, nocturne gray, nocturne white. I mean, and then of course you have packages. This is something crazy. Like this, this is what you're starting out with. Sure, you could probably, get the components and the weapons and stuff, but on your own. But this is cool that you actually get the opportunity to make it your own from the factory. Now, I've bought a car brand new from the factory before, and it's nice being able to customize every little bit of it as you see fit. If you're that kind of guy, this is definitely for you. Let's see what we got. Let's see, size 1. Let's see, powerful Arctic system, weapons. Their M5A cannons, shredder. So those 3 weapons I'm assuming you get. Oh, this puts them on gimbals, which are standard now. Ooh, these comes with These are oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank on what they're called. They help disable ships, is what they do. Oh, that's cool. And then you get the Panther repeaters on this one. Like I said, this I think is great that you can do that. And then of course you have decorations. You want a coffee machine. You want a food dispenser. You want, you know, a sound system, which I don't know. I wish that would actually work because that's pretty cool if they would let you play music in here. You got something like a little photo thing for your bed. I mean, the possibilities just are crazy. Now, you notice how it went from 60s to $98 pretty quickly. And you know, this video is mostly for things that are under 80 bucks to start off with. But if you really, like I said, are just wanting that premium like experience and customization, the 300 is definitely the chip for you. So let's see what is next. And out of curiosity, I'm wondering, can you do the same thing with the 100 series? Just out of curiosity. So if I went here, does it have a customized button? I don't remember. No, it does not. So, like I said, if you're looking for that customizable premium type of thing, then you know exactly where to go for that sort of thing. So then now we're going across the line and looking at the next thing. This is what I started out with, the Avenger Titan. And yes, the Avenger Titan also has variants. And this is one thing about the game that I like, is the fact that there are variants for a lot of ships. So you have opportunity. They have this variant, which is the Stalker. This one, I believe, is for bounty hunting. The Titan was mine, which is kind of the overall like transport, cargo kind of thing. There was another one, I believe, that was there. I thought there was, but I could be wrong. But anywho, we'll get into this. So this is the one I chose because this is the one I had. This one is, so this ship you can actually use pretty well for dogfighting. Why? Comes standard with a size 4 hard point in the front. This is a size 4 ballistic gun. And then you have 2 size 3s on the ends. You put Panther repeaters on either side, and then you could upgrade that, or you want to do all attrition. This is a contender for doing bounty hunting. You could definitely do bounty hunting, the low risk, like the very low risk, and then the medium ones. No problem in this ship. This ship can do it. And plus you get 8 SCU of cargo. So you could do bounty hunting missions and you can do cargo hauling missions. And it has like a little like living space in there, like a little bed. And that's about it. But you know, it's so cool though. I mean, you know, it's a nice ship to have. It's pretty quick. I personally love the ship. I was very happy with it. Again, if I would have probably started off with something else, I probably would have went to either the 1 or the 300 series origin ships because I like that luxury. But this one was a really awesome ship. If you guys are looking to get into like 2 different gameplay loops, again with bounty hunting and cargo, this is the most rounded out ship that you can definitely get, in my opinion. So moving right along, next one up we have is the cutter. Now this is a fan favorite, obviously. Privateer, I think is what it was called. Maybe, I don't remember. Again, don't come for me. I don't know these Chris Robert lore things that you guys love so much. But I had the ship as well. Cutters are actually, for a Drake ship, this ship actually is really cool because it has a really lovely, like, cool living space. It has a bathroom in it. Like, this ship is definitely one of my favorites, and I would recommend that to anybody. And I do literally mean anybody. That is a really all-around ship when it comes to, it's very comfortable, very spacious. Now, the thing is that when it comes to the cutters, if I could find the thing on them, unless they've gone up in price, which is, you know, that's probably gone up in price. Okay, so let me do 75 to here. Oops. See if I can find it. I'm so sorry. Again, I'm not very organized. There's the Nomad, so I'll do this. Where is the, there it is. All right, so with the cutter, this has 2x2 weapons. You're not doing combat at all. This has 4 SCU of cargo. But again, you have a bathroom, you have a living space. Now, they have other variants like I forgot about that one, but that's too high. I'm staying under 80, so I'm not gonna mess with anything higher. They have other cutter variants like the Rambler. That's also one, and there's which is a long range type of one, but I don't quite remember what it was like. There was a third one, I swear. I can't remember what it is off the bat, but. And that's funny that I can't find the rest of these cutter variants. That's crazy. Well, anywho, the cutter's a decent ship. It's not super great in my opinion. It looks cool, big living space, but other than that, it's not. It's all right. Like I said, I've had it before. I've had the Rambler. Like I said, it's all right. There's a radar one. That's what it is. There's a radar one. I can't remember what it's called, but there's one that's for scanning and stuff. It has a little scanning suite and everything. It's pretty cool. Now, some of the newer ships. The Golem. This is, I do believe, the first starter miner ship. This one's pretty cool. It's very basic. Like, when I say basic, it is beyond basic. It's more basic than the Prospector. But for under $80, this ship is actually pretty cool. And you know, if you've done mining, so you could do 32 SE worth of cargo space for the mining material. I mean, if you home down and really get how to mine down to a science, and you're good at it, you can make good money mining with the ship. So it's very quick too. Definitely not a combat ship. Don't even try it. But it is. You can do your business, and if there's people out there, you know, you get word, you can zip out and you'll be good. Now the Ox is the newest in the bunch. So the Ox, which is right here, is a fabulous starter ship. It doesn't have an interior space. So if you don't mind staying where you land, where you may berth, whether it be at a station or on planet somewhere when you're delivering stuff, this is a good ship. 64 SCU of cargo. It's a good ship. No fuss, no muss. 64 SCU. It has a tractor beam on it. Pick it up. Take it. Drop it off. There you can see. Do all types of different stuff. But this ship, there's a tractor beam, is all about hauling. It's got some hard points. It's only 2 size ones. Again, it's not a combat ship. So if you're trying to get really into hauling, this is definitely one of the ones you would want to get with. Like I said, it's a little above $80, you know, 90 because it's new, but it's a good ship. Moving right along. One of the newer ships, again, the Salvation starter salvage ship. This ship right here, I have, but I'll be honest, I have not used it that much. I'm a Vulture fan through and through, but people like it. My org mate uses it a lot. 6 SCU of salvage cargo space. It's not a lot, but like I said, you're starting off, you know, and now that they've changed salvaging to where you can process the construction material, if I'm not mistaken, to make more money. Because before, the construction material wasn't a lot of money. The recyclable material was where the buku bucks was, but now the construction material, I believe you can refine, and make good money off of it. Again, it is not a combat ship. 2 size 1s. It is purely for salvaging. So if you're looking to get into salvaging is another game loop I love. I like it a lot. I like it better than mining, to be honest. You go, you scrape, you munch. You're good. I love salvaging. Salvaging, I would say hauling is the easiest thing to get into. And then I would say salvaging is probably the next one. I definitely dig this ship as a starter ship. And it has no interior, just like the golems. But if you're, again, focused on the salvaging aspect of it, you can easily make good money and get a bigger ship to traverse around pretty quickly if you wanted to start with this ship. Or if you have one of the other ships as a starter, save up enough money, like they get into hauling, just grind really hard, pick this up, and this would be your new means to make cash. Cool ship. So moving along, next we have the Hull A. Everybody knows this one's been around for a while. The Hull A is purely hauling. This is what the Golem Ox, which we showed earlier, was contending with. This too has 64 SCU of cargo, but like its big brother, the Hull C, and soon to be Hull B, all the cargo is on the outside, literally on the outside. So you're not hiding it. It's not protected by any stretch. There is no tractor beam. So, but it's pure cargo. 2 size 1s, not a combat ship, but it has a neat interior. I personally like this ship. I like the Hull A a good bit. I'm really stoked about the Hull B because it's going to be a little bit bigger, and the way they've done it now, where this is coming out on the sides, and where the Hull C is sides and top like this, the Hull B is going to come out like an X form, which it's that way it can still land with the cargo. I am down with that. I am so here for that. So I'm excited for it. But again, starting off for a starter ship, the Hull A, I think it's a good starter ship as well, because again, we're right at that 90 range, 64 SCU, hauling cargo. And like I said, if you have no cargo, the ship retracts to make a smaller print, so you're not this big, long, huge thing floating out in space. I'm a fan. I love the ship. Good interior, 64 SCU of cargo to transport. You can live in this thing. You can stop. If you're doing commodity runs on your own accord, you're trading your own money, you can stop in the middle of space, log out, no big deal. It's a good ship. Love it. All right, so moving right along for the next thing, the Intrepid. A lot of people didn't like the ship when it came out because of the way it looks. The cockpit's off center. It started out with a size 3 gun, which was horrible choice. Luckily, they put up to a size 4. I believe I want to say it was supposed to be a size 4 originally, but for some reason it started as a size 3. It was terrible. And this thing only has 2 size 1 missiles. Them 2 size 1 missiles ain't doing nothing. So that's not where it shines with the weapons. 1 size 4, I mean, you could probably do those small bounty missions, which is fine. But it has a tremendously awesome living space in this thing. Like, look at this thing. I think it's a cool ship, personally. I got rid of mine because I have other starter ships. I really didn't need it. It's pretty quick, actually. It's really nimble. Okay, you don't see the inside on this one, which is fine. But the inside's really cool. Has like a nice cool like bed. It has shelves to put stuff, like, and where you put commodities. It has like a little gate that'll, so if you're doing like, say, the delivery runs with the small packages, the handheld packages, put them in there, bump, close the little gate so they don't fall out. Has an eating table, a little kitchenette, and then you go to the back. The back has an full engineering, super cool. And then on the sides, on either left or right, it has access to the cargo ramps. So the doors open up and you have access to those cargo panels that drop down, hauls 8 SEU of cargo. This is a all-around ship. This one is a great ship to start out with to do a little bit of everything. As far as like cargo, you can do some bounty hunting missions. This one's pretty cool. Great living space, super quick ship. You could do a pretty good bit with this one. So yeah, definitely like this ship. Now, moving on, the Mustang series. I never really got into the Mustang series ships, to be honest. I don't know why, really, but it just wasn't something I really liked. As far as the way it looks, the way it flies, it's just not super awesome for me, in my opinion. Now, I don't know much about this ship, to be honest. It has this big glass dome, and it looks like there's stuff behind the seat, but I don't know too much about it, to be honest. It's classified as a versatile light fighter with famous avant-garde design. Again, it's not my favorite ship. 2 size 1s. It has a 1x2 size 3 turret. I guess that's the bottom. I guess that's this. So you have 2 size 3s, and then you have 2 size 1 somewhere. And again, I'm not a fan. 4 SEU cargo. It's not a lot. I wouldn't waste my time with it. $30, cheapest way to get in. Again, I wouldn't waste my time with it personally. That's just me. But there might be some, if you guys, other Star Citizen fans out there, if you guys love the ship, tell me more about it in the comments. Let me know. Insight me. Consolidated Outland. Like I said, I'm not a fan. So moving right along to the next thing. And I say moving right along a lot. Don't mind me. Again, this is kind of an impromptu type of situation. Is the Sulin. This is one of my favorite ships. Why? Because it is a unique ship. It is a unique ship. It's, of course, because it's alien. It has GravTech technology. So, if you're buying GetTech, you're buying alien with alien pricing. I love this ship all the way around. It has 6 SU of cargo that latch on to these little areas right here on the sides, and then these fold up whenever the wings go up. It lands vertically, and that's the topic. This is the chair you'll get into, and it'll spin you around and take you to the top where you're looking like this. So it takes off and lands vertically. That's the hard part. It has 3 floors in it. So you come in here through the stairs. Inside this first area, you have your components, and then you also have a place, basically a storage locker for your weapons. It'll come out, and you can put put 2 primary weapons there, and then it has 2 for like pistols or your medical guns, and then it has 1, I do believe, for for your multi-tools. So it's a pretty cool ship. It comes with 3 size 3 hard points on it. 3 size 3 hard points, 12 size 2 missiles. And you can see that here. 4 size 2 missiles. 4 on each pylon is 4 missiles size 2. This is a cool ship. Now, mind you, the wings that come out, these little pylons, this ship doesn't have a lot of hull HP. I'm gonna tell you that. But it's not a bad starter ship, honestly. It's unique. It's really cool. The second floor, where it's your living area, your bed, has a desk with a floating chair that comes out. It has a bathroom. This ship is probably the coolest starter ship you can get. Only has a 6 SCU of cargo, but like I said, you can still do a lot with 6 SCU, especially right now with the hauling like reform that they did for hauling. Have so many more choices. You could do a lot with this. It's a pretty quick ship on top of that, but it's classified as a light cargo runner. If I had to pick between this, the Titan, and then the 300 series, I would pick this in a heartbeat. This thing is so cool. This is definitely my number one pick. $70, can't beat it. 3 decks, great design, fun. I like the ship. A lot of you might not agree because you don't like to land vertically, or it may not have a lot of hull HP. I know we didn't get much into that, but again, this is my favorite ship, personally, for a starter ship. Absolutely. I'd probably say this one, and then I would probably say the Intrepid is next, Titan, and then anything after that. So moving right along to the next bit is the Arrow. The Arrow, this ship is a menace. Why is the ship a menace? Because the Arrow is super fast. It's super fast, and it's annoying because it's like this little fly that's literally everywhere, and you're trying to hit it and you can't get it. This ship is super fast and small. It's got 2 size 3s, a bunch of missiles, and then another set of size 3s on the turret. So it's like 4 size 3s altogether. This thing is a menace. I've seen people just whoop people in bigger ships in this thing all day. It's pure combat. It is not made no SCU. If you're trying to get into dogfighting and just want to just run circles around people, this is your ship for you. That's all it is. Straight combat. Dogfighting, bounties, that's it. You get in this thing and you just handle business. It's not my favorite. I'm not, like I said, I like to have more than just, flying around a cockpit and blasting things all day, but it's what it's for. So that's another one. Again, $75. It's a good starter ship for space combat, if that's what you want to do. I don't. And then lastly, we come to the Nomad, another kind of all-around living ship, but this ship has a couple of cool things about it. So obviously it has a living interior, which is great. I love stuff with living interiors. It's very unique in the way it looks. And then it also has a grab bed in the back for a pit, like a pickup truck. See if I can find it. Missiles. All right, so right here. And so this ship, number one, the ship hovers. Let's start with that. It hovers. So when you go to land, you land it, it's hovering off the ground a pretty bit. It uses GravTech technology as well. This little bed, it's like a pickup truck. The bed comes down. I've seen people put some cargo and an Atlas on this thing. It can carry the rock mining little vehicle. It's a cool ship. This is a really all-around ship. I like this thing. I never had it for myself, but it's super cool. It's the pickup truck of Star Citizen, literally. There's your living space. Look at that. Plenty of room. Spacious. Good bed. Good eating area. A little hallway. It breaks it up. It's a cool little apartment to live in. It has pretty good, decent armaments on it. This is where the bed's down, as you can see. This whole thing raises up to fit in here. This is a cool ship. It has 24 SCU of cargo. I thought it has missiles, but apparently it doesn't. And then it has 3 times size 3 weapons. I really like this ship. This is a ship I could see myself flying around the verse in, honestly. So I would definitely put this down in consideration for the diversity, because not only can you haul cargo, but if you wanted to haul a small vehicle like the Rock, a grav bike, whether it's I think the Nox will fit on it. I know the smaller bikes that they just came out with not too long ago, the Pulse, I know the Pulse will fit in it. A Atlas will fit in it. I do believe the STV, the Consolidated Outlander, like the little Doom buggy thing, I know that, I think that'll fit in it. Yeah, but this ship's a pretty cool all-around ship. Actually, you know what? I'm going to I'm not gonna go look for it. But this is a really versatile ship. I would recommend this ship at in probably that top 3 range as a good ship as well. 24 SU cargo, you could do a lot of hauling with that. You could do other missions, get like a little vehicle, fly it, drive, or land a ship far away. You could do bounty missions that are on the ground. So once you can't fly up to the facility, land, have a vehicle, ground vehicle, take it in there, do your business, take it back, get up, gone. Very versatile ship. So that's pretty much all I have today, guys. We went over the 100 series, the Aurora, the 300 series, the Avenger series, the Cutter series, Golem, Golem Ox, Salvage, Hull A, Intrepid, Mustang, Sulin, Arrow, and the Nomad. What ships do you guys prefer as a starter ship? And let me know why. Pop it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. But as always, this is your boy Raptor Spiritus. You guys stay safe out there, and I will see you in the verse.